Yo, what's going on YouTube? So, as many of you requested, it's finally here. I'm doing a sync tutorial on how to sync Valorant clips. So let's get right into this. This is going to be a short and quick syncing tutorial because there's not really much to go in detail in. It's pretty straightforward. So let's get right into this. So you want to press Ctrl-Alt-T when you highlight the clip. So Ctrl-Alt-T, and you see this time remap opens right here. So for this particular clip, you have the can swap at the start right here. So we want to put that right here. So if you can listen to a song, on marker 2 the beat will start. So what we want to do right here is we want to cut it right here. I already did all the markers and place the clips in order, by the way, so we don't have to go through that. This is the third time I'm recording this, so that's why everything is already there. But that's all the boring stuff. You guys don't want to see that anyways. Alright, so you want to go into the end. Pressing I will go to the start, and pressing O will go to the end of the clip. And if you want to cut it, you want to press Ctrl-Shift-D. So if I want to cut it right here, Ctrl-Shift-D, like that. Okay, so this is where he shoots. And this part will be where he will scope in. So we're going to move it forward a little bit and go like right here. Now for this one, I'd say that is a pretty nice point, like right before he opens the scoreboard, because we don't want to see that. Alright, so highlight this and press F9 or right click this and go keyframe assistance and go easy. As you can see, it says F9. You can also edit the keyboard shortcuts. If you have a 60% keyboard like me, and you want to go easy ease, and so you want to click on this and then you want to change it to whatever you want. Make sure it's not already selected. You can check right here. I think if you click on it, you can see what is what. So make sure you're not overriding any keyboard short keys. So get rid of this one right here. And then this one, so we start at 154, so let's go like there. So it's like a second. Alright, so highlight this and then F9. And go into the graph editor right here. Now you want to click on this right here and hold shift and click and drag. Now you see they're like see-through. So before they were like this. So if you click on it and shift and hold drag like that, and now press delete, you have a lot more space to work with. So for this, since this is the start, I want this to be starting slow. So if I do this, it'll be very fast. If I do this, it'll start slow. And I want to do it towards the middle, not straight up, because it's going to be still very fast. So like somewhere like towards the middle and under half. For this one is very easy because it has 80 at the top and 0, so under 40. But that's different for each part. And for this one, I'm going to go over half. Also not straight down, towards the middle. Like that. That should look nice. Now another thing you want to do, so go over here and you want to enable frame blending for all layers with the frame blend switch set. And what that means is it enables frame blending if you click on this twice. So this is frame blending right here. And this one, you can also do this one, but it looks very ugly as you can see. So what I want to do is do it twice and it looks smooth. Right, so do the exact same thing for this one, ease it. And for this one, obviously do that we said at the start. Hold shift and drag it. So for this one, I'm going to do the complete opposite. So this one, I want to start it very fast and end it very slow. So there's impact on the shot. So what that does is it starts slow and it goes very fast and then it slows at the end. And then right before he shoots, that's perfect. So for this one, I like to cut it right here, and then cut it right here, and then cut it right here again, and then cut it right here, and then cut it right here. You'll see in a second why we did that. So for this one, I want it to be the shot, so we can copy this one, and we're pretty close on that. Control-C and Control-V, by the way, to copy and paste the keyframe. Alright, so right before he shoots, it's the long wall, like things like right here. So right before, so when he's still scoped in. So we have two methods for doing the actual shots. I'm going to show both of them. but this one is the basic one, so like probably like right here. Yep, that's fine. Now we go into the middle, highlight both of these, graph editor. Now click on this, hold shift, drag like that. Now this is a very basic one. You want to kind of make an S shape, sort of. So something like that would be nice. Don't go straight down, and don't do that, especially. Don't make an S this way because it's gonna reverse. And also don't do it this way, like have a line in the middle, because it will frame drop. It will be a lot of like still frames. So that's basically what frame drops is. So we want to do it like this. And the reason we're doing this one like this is because he doesn't pull out a knife, he doesn't do anything like special, it's just a straight shot. It's nothing special. You'll see in a second what I mean with that. So now copy this, paste it right here, and we want to move it forward a little bit. So right here when he pulls out the cock back thingy, so right here, now move it forward right before he starts to scope in. So I'd say this would be fine. Right, now do the same for this one, paste it right here, so around the same time. You can also go towards it and drag it, but this saves a lot of time. So right before he scopes in, so I'd say like right here, and then we were on 720, so go like right here, that should be fine. Now for this one, the exact same one as the start. So this is what I said, but pretty straightforward. You could change up the sync, but for this song, there's not any reverse sync, like stutter sync, there's no glitch sync. It's pretty straightforward, so it's not really that much different for each part. And then we're gonna do very fast for this one. So go up, go down like that, maybe like this. Turn on frame blending for everything. Alright, so this is where it gets fun. So this shot right here is gonna be where he pulls out the knife. I already know the clip because I've edited it like 6 times. So right before he shoots. So for this one, as you notice, with this shot we only use 2, and for this one we're actually gonna use 3. So right here he pulls out the knife, and we're gonna go right here. Now for this one, 3 frames back, and we're gonna go like right here, like that. Okay, now highlight them, go into the graph editor, click on it, shift, hold, drag, there you go. Now shift, hold shift, as you can see it locks it, and then go to this part. Now for this one you want to go like somewhere in the, like towards the middle, never go straight up. Alright, it's going to be very sharp if you go straight up, and it doesn't look nice. So something like this. I think that looks nice. Now for this one, you want to hold shift and drag it to the left, hold shift, drag it to the right, like that. Okay, perfect. Now, that should be fine for that. Now we're going to do one more. So this is where the next clip starts. Alright, so I'll just show you how it looks right now, and then we'll continue on that. Alright, I'll be right back when this is rendered. Let me turn on. Alright, so it has rendered. It took like 20 seconds, but I'm going to put it in the video, so let's see it. That's nice. So another thing I wanted to add into this video, I know it's an effect, it's not really syncing, but in my opinion it's part of the sync because it makes it look nicer. So Control Alt and Y is to make an adjustment layer. So you want to do this on this part, because as you can see there's like a difference in time, quite a big difference. It's like a second difference. So go 2 frames back. Now you want to press Alt on your keyboard and left bracket, and then you want to go 2 frames after and do the exact same, but then Alt right bracket. So what that does is it cuts it for you. Okay, now what you want to add is white time, and now at the start, so you want to click the stopwatch twice for both of them, 0 on both of them. Now go to the end, now press U, go down here and press both of these diamonds. Now go into the middle right before the clip is going to cut into the next clip, and you want to press 1 on both of them. So as you can see, it'll look a lot smoother. As you can see, it like blends in together. So that is that. Now we're going to continue into the next thing. I'm just going to finish off this part really quick. So we're going to go into the time remap right here. And this is where he pulls out the gun right here. And we're going to move it forward right before he scopes in. So probably like right here. Now go into this one and then right before he shoots, so somewhere like right here, I'd say. Now highlight this, do that, and then move this up so very fast, move this down, and then for this one we want to do slow, and then fast again, like that. Right. Now, next clip. So we're already seeing how this looks. I just want to add one more just to make sure you guys understand. So for this one, I'm using the Jett ult knives because I haven't really seen people make tutorials on these in particular. I find them very fun, but they can be tricky. So we're using the method as we used with the sword, sync method. So for this one, I'm using a longer like frame period or whatever for the actual knives, because I think it looks a lot nicer. I think with the operator it looks nice if you sync like the cock back and stuff, but with the knives you don't really have that. So let's see where you should. So this is right here. If you want to get into this area, by the way, just double click it. So double click this. So as you can see, double click it and you can like scroll through it. It's a lot easier that way. So now, if you want to lock to where you want it to be, left bracket. As you can see, the left bracket locks it to wherever you want. Alright, so now we want to open up the time remap again for both of these. So at the start, on this clip in particular, he doesn't really move at the start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it right as he starts moving. So probably right here. And then right before he does the knife, so right here, I'd say. Now we're going to cut it up into pieces again. That, and that, and that, and then I think so right here. Yeah, this is the end, like that. Alright. Now what we need to do is, so with the operator clip that we had at the start with the sovereign sword, we used 3 keyframes, so we're going to do the exact same thing again. So I'd say here it looks nice, like that, and now 3 frames back. So with the Jett ult knives, there's like these little splashes that I'd like to use as a, well, it's not really a still frame, but it's most of the frame. So, or most of the clip thing. So I like to use these because I think they look nice. You can do like cool effects with them and they look cool in general. So we want to go into the graph editor, and what we want to do is do the exact same thing with the sovereign sword operator clip. So this can be different because it depends how many impact you want. So at the first clip I want to have a lot of impacts. I'm going to do that, so up more. But for the next one, which will be right here, I want it to be less impact because it's not the start of the clip and it's also not the end. Usually the end and the start I want to have more impact. It also depends on the part of the song and it depends on the song in general. So for this one I want to move it to there. You might think like, oh, that's so far, but since we're using 3 frames, this is going to speed up the end and this part will still be slow. So somewhere like here. And now for this one, I'm going to time remap, and then right before you start the Jett knife, so move it back a little bit. I'd say like right here. Yep, that looks fine. add a frame blending to everything, by the way. I'm gonna just turn them on right now. Alright, so that looks fine. Now for this one, it really doesn't matter because it's like there's no movement, there's barely anything happening, so do whatever you like here. I'm gonna do fast and slow just to have some impact on this one. Not that there's any impact needed on this one, but we're gonna do it anyways. So now for this one, I'm gonna zoom it in a little bit, and for this one I don't want to have too much impact, so I'm gonna have it like this. I'd say that looks nice. Alright, now for this one I want it to start when he does the dash, so right here, and then right before the smokes comes, so right here. Now for this one, I'm going to delete all of these later, by the way, but we need them for now, otherwise the time remap gets deleted. So for this one, I want it right before he does this. So right here, that would be nice. And then like that. 3 frames back. Now go right here when you see all those splashes. I think that looks nice. Like that. Now F9. You can also select twice, like 2 clips at once, or 3 even. You know, like you can select all of these and just F9 it. So for this one, I actually forgot this one, but since there's barely any movement, it doesn't really matter, so we're just gonna do this and then that. Alright, so this one looks nice. Now let's do this part. I want to have some impact on this, but not too much. So something like this should be fine. Alright, now for this one, I would like this to be here, and then we're going to move this forward. So there's not much happening here, so I'm not going to put this in. So as you can see, he's about to kill the guy right there, and I'm not sure what Killjoy's doing there, but so we're going to start right here, and then we're going to go right before he shoots the knife again, or he saves the Killjoy. Alright, so right here, that should be fine, and then Control C, Control V right here, and then do the exact same thing, so probably right here should be fine, like that, and then 3 frames back, and we go when you see the little splash. So this is preference. If you don't like it to be on the splashes, you can put it forward, you can put it back, wherever you'd like it to be. I just prefer it right here, because you can see the nice like air things on the knives, you can see the splash, you can do a lot of cool stuff with that. So same thing as always. Like I said, pretty straightforward. When you've done this a few times, you'll be like, well, I know how to do that. So one thing I'd recommend is not to have the same exact graph for each clip. And also, I could go into depth about every single weapon because there's different methods for like the Vandal, for like the Classic, for like the Ghost, Sheriff, Operator, like ults, like the Race ult. There's a very different method of syncing that one. Satchels, like there's a lot of different stuff. I wanted to keep this short and simple, and I can go into depth like if you guys want me to, so feel free. If you guys don't understand anything, just message me on Twitter or comment down below. I'll reply to everyone. So yeah, but let's get right back into this part since we're almost done with this. Actually, it doesn't take that long syncing. At least I don't think so. So let's get right back into this. So now move this forward a little bit, like right here, and then right before he shoots this knife. I'd say like right here, because after that he starts jiggling right in the open. Also not sure why he does that, but right. So let's move this up. So I want this to be fast, slow, because this is the last clip, right? This is the last shot. So I want to have a lot of impact on this one. So let's go right before he shoots. Let's see. So as you can see, there's nothing really happening. And right here, he's about to shoot him. So right here. Oh, that's too far. I don't know what happened right there. Okay, so for this one, I know he's going to pull out the knife because most of the people do that on the last kill. So pull out the knife, or the sovereign sword, whatever. Alright, so right there. That's nice. And now for this one, right here, that looks nice. Now do this, shift. So a lot of impact on this one. Alright, and now this one, that looks nice. Alright. Now I'm gonna pre-render this and I'll be right back when this is done rendering. Alright, so I just finished rendering and you might notice this right here where it cuts into the next clip. Usually that's not something you should do, but obviously the operator clip is pretty straightforward. One of them I already showed you is where he just shoots right here. And then the other one is where he pulls out the knife. Those are the two methods that I use. There's not really much else that could happen. He might dash away or anything, but it's pretty straightforward. Nothing else you should do. These are the two methods that I use. So yeah. And then for this one I use the whole clip because there's different like dashes, there's smokes, and different like right clicks and left clicks. Alright, so I'm noticing a few things here. And that is that this starts to there's some frame drops here, so I've noticed that the time is, yeah, so this is better. This is 4 to 31, and this is also probably better that way. Okay, so let me just fix this up really quick. Oh yeah, I already see what's going on here. Probably the same over this. Yep. Alright. Yeah, so the problem that happened is, as you can see, the time right here was more than the time on this one. So it has like frame drops or still frames or whatever. So it should look a lot nicer now. Alright. Alright, looks decent. Last thing I want to do is I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Like that. Because there was barely any movement in there and it felt like very, I don't know. There wasn't much flow going on there. So let's watch this again. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so last thing I wanted to add was this right here. So we have the white time right here, so I'm gonna just copy that and paste it right here. And then I wanted to show you guys how it would look with black bars and RCMP on it, because it will look a lot nicer. So I'll be back when this is done rendering. Alright, so it's almost done rendering, and we're gonna get right into this. Let's see it. Alright, let me see the audio. Yeah, so that looks a lot better with some RCMP and some black bars on it. If you guys have any questions, if you didn't understand anything, feel free to comment down below or even message me on Twitter. My Twitter is Triton Visuals. It'll be down in the description down below. Make sure to turn on post notifications. I'll be doing a lot more tutorials, also more edits frequently. I've been a little bit inactive the last 2 months, but there will be coming a lot more uploads. Also, make sure to follow my Twitter to see whenever I upload. I also have a community Discord. It will be also linked down below in the description. It's also on my Twitter page. And I hope you guys understand everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed as well, and I'm out. Peace.